The Age of Innocence, a portrait of human conflict between love and social facade. Edith Wharton's The Age of Innocence, awarded the Pulitzer Prize in 1921, making her the first woman to receive the honor, is a piercing exploration of hypocrisy and repressed desire within New York's late 19th century aristocracy. Set against the backdrop of opulent balls and rigid social codes, the novel delves into the inner turmoil of individuals torn between personal longing and societal duty, leaving readers with profound reflections on authenticity and conformity. Plot summary. The story unfolds in the 1870s among New York's elite, where Newland Archer, a lawyer deeply entrenched in tradition, is engaged to May Welland, a paragon of innocence and obedience. His life takes an unexpected turn when May's cousin, Countess Ellen Olenska, returns from Europe after fleeing her abusive husband. Ellen, a free-spirited and unconventional woman, captivates Newland with her intellectual independence and emotional depth. As Newland assists Ellen in her controversial divorce proceedings, he becomes increasingly entangled in a forbidden emotional affair. However, the fear of societal judgment and his obligation to May force him to suppress his true feelings. May, aware of the growing tension, pressures Newland to hasten their marriage, ultimately trapping him in a life of duty. Decades later, an aging Newland reunites with Ellen, only to realize their past passion has faded, replaced by the hollow preservation of social appearances. Thematic analysis: the irony of innocence. The novel's title is steeped in irony. The Gilded Age elite, while outwardly moral and refined, perpetuated a culture of repression, gossip, and hidden vice. For instance, Ellen's pursuit of divorce is deemed scandalous, yet the same society turns a blind eye to clandestine affairs and power struggles among its members. Newland's internal conflict epitomizes this duality. Though he admires Ellen's defiance of norms, he ultimately submits to the expectations of a respectable marriage. His surrender underscores how societal norms crush individual desire, revealing innocence as a veneer for control and suppression. Wharton critiques a world where conformity masquerades as virtue, and authenticity is sacrificed for reputation. Psychological dynamics of characters. Newland Archer, a paradoxical figure who views himself as progressive yet remains enslaved by tradition. His indecision reflects the era's fear of disrupting the status quo. Ellen Olenska, a symbol of repressed female agency. Her return to Europe signifies the impossibility of true freedom for women within a patriarchal system. May Welland, initially portrayed as naive, May reveals a cunning ability to manipulate social norms. Her innocence becomes a weapon to eliminate Ellen and secure her marital stability. Literary significance and modern relevance. Wharton masterfully uses subtlety, silences, glances, and unspoken rules, to expose her character's vulnerabilities. A pivotal moment occurs when May announces her pregnancy without explicit dialogue, shattering Newland's hopes with a single gesture. This understated narrative style invites readers to read between the lines, amplifying the story's emotional weight. In today's context, the novel resonates as a commentary on the price of social validation. Just as 19th-century elites clung to reputation, modern individuals often curate online personas, prioritizing likes and followers over genuine self-expression. The Age of Innocence challenges us to question, how much of our lives are performative? Review: The Prison of Reputation. Reading this novel, I was struck by how reputation suffocates humanity. Newland and Ellen's love, though profound, is crushed not by personal failings but by a society that values image over truth. May's strategic use of pregnancy to bind Newland highlights how institutions like marriage can become gilded cages. The ending, where an elderly Newland refuses to meet Ellen, is both heartbreaking and poignant. It underscores the tragedy of choosing safety over passion, a dilemma mirroring modern struggles between career stability and creative fulfillment, or societal expectations versus personal happiness. Conclusion. The Age of Innocence transcends its historical setting to ask timeless questions about identity and autonomy. Wharton's incisive portrayal of hidden desires and societal masks reminds us that true innocence lies not in blind obedience but in the courage to embrace authenticity. As relevant today as in 1921, the novel urges readers to reflect, how much of yourself have you silenced for acceptance?